Right now on Good Morning Northwest, we go in depth on what led to the decision to find the man responsible for a deadly shooting at the Richland Fred Meyer not guilty. And yesterday was the state of the school districts. We'll hear from the Kennewick superintendent on major plans for the district. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Dalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Wednesday, February 21st. We are almost halfway through the work week, so we'll check in right away on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, earlier this week you were saying that we're going to get warmer temperatures by the end of the week. Are we still going to be seeing some sun and some 50s, hopefully?
We are, yes, Jessica. So Thursday, Friday, into the weekend look like much better days across the Pacific Northwest, all thanks to high pressure. We'll explain in a little bit. Right now, we are tracking just a couple of spotty showers out there. There's some showers just to the west of Hanford, also just to the north and east of Prosser, just to the north of the Tri-Cities. These are very light rain showers at this time. We also have dense fog again developing along the foothills of the Blues. So Dayton, Walla Walla, Pendleton, that is where visibility has been reduced to less than a quarter of a mile, just like yesterday. So same problems as yesterday in the same areas. So take it easy if you're driving to or from one of these communities. Temperatures are in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. So the clouds kept temperatures elevated overnight. 40 in Walla Walla, 39 in the Tri-Cities. And here's the forecast for Yakima. A lot of clouds this morning. Highs around 50 today. Can't rule out a passing shower across the Yakima Valley or the Tri-Cities, but most of the day will feature dry weather. I think we'll see a few peaks of sunshine during the afternoon in the Tri-Cities. 54, not bad. Fog in the morning for Walla Walla, and we'll keep that slightly better chance for some scattered shower activity with highs in the upper 40s. We'll let you know how high those temperatures get over the weekend coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In a crime alert now, we are getting more information on the court hearing that ended with that person who killed a man and injured another inside the Richland Fred Meyer 2 years ago. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Apple Valley News Now's Alyssa Warner talked to the prosecutor about what happened.
If there was ever a case that we would take to trial, if there was a way to take it to trial, it'd be this one.
Benton County Prosecutor Eric Eisinger says it took a year to get Aaron Kelly to the point where he could understand what was going on in court. Once he did understand the charges, he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
The issue is do you believe that he was insane or not? That's the big issue that we heard in court the other day.
Eisinger says Kelly's lawyers would have had to convince the court that at least 51% of the evidence showed that he was insane when the Fred Meyer shooting happened. But over the course of months of work, 4 different mental health experts agreed on that day Kelly was struggling with schizophrenia and didn't fully understand what he was doing.
He lived in this complex, delusional, alternate world where he was being communicated to by this unknown entity that led him to ultimately to commit terrible acts of violence against people in our community. As hard as it is to say and accept, we really did do everything that we could to hold him accountable. And it just doesn't feel like it, but that is what happened.
Alyssa also spoke with the clinical psychologist about what goes into a mental health screening and a schizophrenia diagnosis. We'll hear from her as well as family members of the man that was killed later on Good Morning Northwest. And a restaurant employee who was hurt during a robbery in Milton Freewater has died. Officers were called to the Red Tea Garden on Sunday at the 14 block of North Columbia Street. This was just before 7:30 p.m. on Sunday for a reported robbery. Investigators say someone took the change drawer from the cash register, left, and then after being confronted in the parking lot, came back inside the restaurant. The restaurant employee died, but authorities did not release further information on what happened afterwards or if there have been any arrests in the case yet. Investigators with the Sunnyside Police Department have arrested at least one person in connection to the killing of 2 teen brothers on February 16th. According to a press release from the department, a juvenile male has been charged with murder in the killing of 17-year-old Maurice Hernandez and his 13-year-old brother Isaac. The brothers died after being shot multiple times, and at this time, it's unknown if the brothers knew the man nor what led up to the shooting. However, we will continue to keep you updated. In legislation news, strippers and adult dancers have been pushing for their own Bill of Rights in Olympia as the legislative session continues. Advocates are asking lawmakers for worker protections known as the Strippers' Bill of Rights that, if passed, would be the most comprehensive in the U.S. The proposal would require a security guard at every club, keypad codes for dressing rooms, sexual harassment prevention training, and procedures in place for handling violent customers.
The more support that actual workers have, the better our economy is as a whole, and that includes everyone, such as strippers.
The bill was approved by the Washington State Senate earlier this month. It now needs to pass a vote by the House Labor and Workplace Standards Committee. And there are 2 bills in the Washington legislature that would adjust the curriculum for students in the state. The Kennewick School Board held a meeting to discuss these bills yesterday morning, while members of the community also attended to have their opinions heard.
Mr. Valentine?
Yes.
Mr. Galbraith?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. The resolution carries, and we have no further business on our agenda, so we will adjourn at this time. Thank you.
If passed, the bills would require schools to include the history, contributions, and perspectives of historically underrepresented groups. Yesterday, the Kennewick School Board passed a preventative resolution that opposes the legislature. If it's passed, the school board vice president says he voted in favor of the resolution because he believes schools should only teach the basic standard materials in classrooms.
I don't think that the school district is here for anything other than math, reading, writing. That's our job. People send their kids to school and they want to know that their kid's going to learn math, reading, writing, and they're going to come home learning math, reading, writing, arithmetic. That's why we're sending our kids to school.
Many community members who attended the meeting disagreed with the school board. The vice president tells Apple Valley News Now that he's open to talking to community members one-on-one to explain his thought process. And in an education alert this week, the Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce held a networking event for Tri-Cities school districts to talk about their plans and goals for the year. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio. Good morning, Riley. What are some of these school districts up to?
Good morning, Jessica. The State of the School Districts happened yesterday, where superintendents from the Kennewick, Richland, and Pasco school districts all met and went over their game plans for the rest of the year, the past year, and what's coming up. I first talked with Kennewick School District Superintendent Dr. Tracy Pierce. One thing she discussed was the results of KSD's latest levy, increasing safety in schools with the placement of law enforcement in all middle and high schools.
I talked about our expansion of our school resource officer program. That's a partnership with Kennewick Police Department and the City of Kennewick, and our expansion or our creation, thanks to the levy passing last year, of a school safety officer program. That's providing safety officers at our elementary schools.
Financial literacy for students was also discussed, along with new projects and programs. Another one mentioned was the Teaching Bridge Academy student program that helps connect students interested in teaching and education with classes at WSU Tri-Cities, and even the opportunity to work as sub-pair educators in the Kennewick School District. Tomorrow we hear from Michelle Whitney about the Pasco School District and updates in the 2 new high schools coming to the district. Catch that here on Good Morning Northwest. In studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a new study is showing that bans on menthol cigarettes actually works. We look into the data next. And taking a look outside, it's 39 degrees. I didn't really see any fog on my drive in, but we'll be back with more headlines right after this.
My French toast sticks are back, starting at $2.50. Now with a sweet new twist: cinnamon sugar churro. Dunk, bite, and savor them any time of day or all day. It's totally up to you. Only for a limited time.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
Think about the best night's sleep you've ever had. At Tempur-Pedic, we're dedicated to helping you sleep like that. With breakthrough solutions that help relieve pressure, aches and pains, keep you cool if you sleep hot, and even automatically detect and respond to snoring, so you get the deep, comfortable, undisturbed rest you deserve. Save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets during our President's Day event at Meredith Furniture.
Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be here to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey, because it's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new Mercedes-Benz C300 for only $569 a month from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
At Spec Buick GMC, Eastern Washington's truck headquarters, get up to 10% off MSRP on a new GMC Sierra, or gets rates as low as 3.9% for 60 months. Whether you're looking for a half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or one-ton truck, with almost 200 new and pre-owned trucks in inventory, we've got you covered. As a dealer that only stocks its lot with locally owned vehicles, nobody pays more for your trade. Get incredible deals, low rates, and 90 days till first payment on your next truck at Spec. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
My Double Bonus Jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef, double the cheese for $5.99. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese for, $5.99. Huh, good deal.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health news, new research shows menthol cigarette bans may actually work when it comes to getting people to quit smoking. The findings were published in the journal Nicotine and Tobacco Research. It showed about a quarter of menthol smokers quit within a year or two when the substance is banned from cigarettes. The research also found for those who did not quit after bans were put into place, about half switched to non-menthol cigarettes. The tobacco industry has argued that a nationwide ban could make it dangerous for menthol smokers, but researchers claim different. Meanwhile, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has said that a menthol ban is a top priority and urged the Biden administration to make a decision. Also, a new study says adopting healthy lifestyle behaviors could reduce your risk of irritable bowel syndrome. The results were published Tuesday in the journal Gut, and the study said middle-aged adults and older who were physically active, also who ate a quality diet, slept well, and did not smoke, dropped their chances by up to 42% of developing IBS. The disorder affects up to 1 in 10 people worldwide, and those living with it experience abdominal pain, bloating, and abnormal bowel habits. Researchers said the cause of the condition is not fully understood, and previous studies have linked individual unhealthy lifestyle factors with a heightened risk of IBS. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, after an embankment failure caused the closure of both lanes of the interstate near Wapato, WSDOT officials are saying it may be a while until a permanent fix. And looking outside, temperature is 39 degrees. At sunrise is 6:50 a.m. this morning. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Now is the perfect time to get a big deal on a brand new Honda. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means deals on Pilot, on CR-V, on HR-V, on Accord, on Civic, and the rest of the Honda lineup. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% APR financing on the Honda Pilot or HR-V. But don't wait. For big deals on America's best brand, hurry into your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer today.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
Think warm thoughts. Just think warm thoughts. Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Backyard bonfires and summer cookouts. Road trips for sun-soaked vacations. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be there to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey and keep it running at its best no matter the temperature, because it's more than a vehicle. It's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
7 years ago is a pretty great way to start a speech. But if it's also the age of your furniture, it might be time for a home refresh during the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and check out special purchases while they last. Plus 6 years, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, just click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. We made it halfway through the work week, and I promise we have better weather in the forecast as we head into your Thursday, Friday, and the upcoming weekend. So that is something to look forward to. We just got to get through today. And we're starting off cloudy once again. A few spotty showers out there, nothing heavy, nothing widespread. Everything is very isolated, but a little bit of light rain impacting areas north of the Tri-Cities and around the Connell area. We do have patchy, dense fog developing along the foothills of the Blues once again this morning. It has been a foggy couple of mornings for all of you in Walla Walla, Pendleton, and over toward Hermiston. Now, that dense fog advisory in effect until 11 o'clock this morning for reduced visibility below 1/4 mile. That's exactly what we're seeing right now in Walla Walla and down into Pendleton. Hermiston, you're at 4 miles, not doing too bad this morning. So allow for some extra travel time. Be alert for rapidly changing visibility if you're heading out on your morning drive right about now. Temperatures are above freezing at least. We're in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees, so similar to what it felt like outside at this time yesterday morning. Right now it is currently 40 degrees in Walla Walla. We're at 39 in the Tri-Cities, 39 in Connell, 36 in Dayton, 40 degrees in Yakima, 42 in Prosser, and 38 degrees in Ellensburg. Here's what we can expect throughout the day today. Just a spotty shower here or there. Anything that develops is going to be isolated. The exception will be along the foothills of the Blues, where we could see a little bit more rain shower activity. We're talking about Walla Walla, Pendleton, and down into Hermiston. Now, temperatures today will be a degree or two higher than yesterday, so we're going in the right direction. We're putting in at 54 degrees in the Tri-Cities, upper 40s out toward Walla Walla, and temperatures around 50 degrees in Yakima. So not a bad afternoon with some peaks of sunshine. You can see those showers lingering for the evening drive out in Walla Walla and Pendleton. The rest of us will see some late day peaks of sunshine overnight. partly cloudy that may allow some patchy fog to develop once again, especially in areas that do see rain today. Temperatures will be dropping into the upper 30s by tomorrow morning. And if we do see enough breaks in the clouds, we have two treats for you. You may be able to spot the International Space Station. The time to check that out will be tomorrow morning at 5:36 exactly. That pass lasts 5 minutes. Now it's going to travel about 45 degrees above the horizon, and it'll travel from the west-northwest sky to the east-northeast sky. So if you're up early, if you want to take a peek outside, that is if the clouds clear out and we don't have any fog. You can also look across the southeast sky tomorrow morning between 6 o'clock and 6:30 because Venus and Mars will be very close to each other. We just got to hope that the clouds cooperate. If not, you'll be able to see the two planets, I think, better on Friday morning when we see more of a clearing. Here's your 7-day forecast. Just a slight chance for a shower today in the Tri-Cities and Yakima, highs in the 50s. And then look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, highs in the mid to upper 50s. It's going to be a nice weekend. Sunday, the wind is certainly going to pick up. I think Sunday during the day, we're dry in the Tri-Cities. Sunday night into Monday, that's when the chance for rain and snow showers goes up everywhere. So Walla Walla, a little bit on the cooler side today, 49, more 50s tomorrow, and that continues through the weekend. Hermiston looking better as we head into the weekend as well. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In a story we've been following and keeping up on now, Washington State Department of Transportation officials have crews working around the clock on a temporary fix for the embankment failure on I-82 near Wapato that was caused by the partial collapse of the aging irrigation culvert that runs beneath it. The need for emergency repairs has led to a days-long road closure. Detour routes have been set up on US 97 and Yakima Valley Highway, respectively, and the goal is to have westbound lanes open Friday and eastbound lanes open by March 1st. But in the long term,
we're needing to find funding for it. We're going to need to design it. And so there's a lot of steps that have to be taken before we can, and then we have to put it out to advertisement to the contractor. So it's 3 to 5 months out before we'll see the permanent fix.
And later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear how this incident is only part of a bigger problem that could lead to lasting implications. The Yakima City Council is deciding on whether or not to approve a contract meant to help fund a proposed new park across from the Sozo Sports Complex. Sozo will be responsible for building and maintaining what they're calling Glorious Park per a 2017 lease agreement with the city. The park will have natural trails, open green space, a picnic area, restrooms, and a playground. The city has been awarded a $225,000 Department of Commerce grant to help cover those costs and reimburse Sozo. Also, Tri-Cities commuters should prepare for significant traffic delays. The southbound right lane of the US 395 Pioneer Memorial Bridge, known as the Blue Bridge, will close starting Monday, February 26th. It's part of the ongoing project to repaint the bridge. Detour options include using the US 397 Ed Hendler Bridge, also known as the Cable Bridge, and this is to travel between Kennewick and Pasco, or using the Interstate I-182 crossings, referred to as the Lee-Volpin Test Bridges, to travel between Pasco and Richland. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's a good time to keep your eyes on the skies as a 5,000-pound European Space Agency satellite is expected to fall to Earth this morning.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Now, you might be wondering, do I deserve a free Samsung Galaxy S24? You do. You deserve it. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Incredible. It's incredible.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. US Cellular.
think warm thoughts. Just think warm thoughts. Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Backyard bonfires and summer cookouts. Road trips for sun-soaked vacations. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be there to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey and keep it running at its best no matter the temperature, because it's more than a vehicle. It's your way home and out of the cold.
Drive into the new year in a 2024 Mazda CX-30 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Young and old, come dance the night away. Active for Life presents Senior Prom. The festivities take place March 28th at the Red Lion Pasco. This year's theme is Dancing Through the Decades. This event is open to the public, so grab your favorite senior and dress up in your favorite decade. There'll be a red carpet walkthrough with dinner, drinks, and dancing, plus a photo booth, games, and tons of prizes. Get your tickets online at Solutions in Home Care, Wheatland Bank, or Family Resource Home Care. Senior Prom at the Pasco Red Lion, brought to you by Active for Life, spine sponsors, and title sponsor Chinook Home Healthcare.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free. So he was happy to read the disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me!
File your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your max refund guaranteed. Make your moves count. See if you qualify at turbotax.com.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's a heads up. So the satellite is expected to re-enter and largely burn up in Earth's atmosphere this morning. The European Space Agency satellite, named ERS-2, has a 15-hour window of uncertainty. Its mission, which included observing natural disasters in remote areas, officially ended in 2011. It has an estimated mass of more than 5,000 pounds after depleting its fuel. And that's about the size of other space debris that re-enters Earth's atmosphere every week or so. The satellite is expected to break apart at about 50 miles above Earth's surface. The majority of the fragments will burn up in the atmosphere. The European Space Agency said some fragments could reach the planet's surface, but they won't contain any harmful substances and will most likely fall into the ocean. And the chances of a person getting injured by space debris each year are less than 1 in 100 billion. Good to know. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley is bracing for a blowout loss in her home state's primary election on Saturday. But she has vowed to stay in the race, garnering support from some Republicans. And the informant who claimed President Joe Biden and his son took bribes has been charged after prosecutors claim there's evidence of Russian contacts.
In today's Tech Bites, Tinder is advancing its security. The dating app is bringing its advanced ID verification system to the U.S. by summer. Users will have to upload a valid driver's license or passport and take a video selfie in order to get a blue authenticity checkmark. Next, Apple has good news for iPhone 15 owners. The company says the device's battery has double the promised lifespan. The announcement comes ahead of upcoming EU regulations assigning an energy grade for phones' battery longevity. And finally, Adobe is offering a new generative AI to chat with documents. The tool is designed to make information in long PDF files easier to find and understand. It can summarize, answer questions, and make recommendations. Pricing for the new AI assistant is starting at $12.99 per month. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Allison Kosik. Have a great day.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Like 2 lines of unlimited for just $27.50 a line. That's half the price of Verizon or AT&T. So switch to T-Mobile and save.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes, so it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. And you know I didn't.
It makes my running shoe look like new. It's amazing.
It's so good. Makes it look like I have magical powers.
Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the race for the White House will stay a 3-person contest after former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley made it clear that she's not going to drop out despite significantly trailing former President Donald Trump in the polls. Hunter Biden's lawyers have filed court documents requesting the special counsel turn over documents that may explain why a plea deal Biden agreed to last year on tax and gun charges fell apart. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:31 on Wednesday, February 21st. We are halfway through the work week. That is exciting, and what's also exciting is our weather, hopefully. Hopefully it gets sunny. We'll check in with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, are we getting some sun today, maybe later this week, hopefully?
You know, a little bit this afternoon, Jessica, but the better days of the week will be tomorrow, Friday, and as we head into the weekend. So we do have something to look forward to, and it's nice when the timing is right, that our weekend weather is looking pretty good. Right now, we do have a couple of light rain showers right over Connell and also just to the north of West Richland. The rest of us just starting off with a lot of clouds and dense fog along the foothills of the Blues, where we do have that dense fog advisory in effect until 11 o'clock this morning for reduced visibility, and that is the case in Walla Walla and Pendleton, where visibility has dropped below 1/4 mile. So just like yesterday morning, just like Monday morning, take it easy out there. Try to add a little bit of extra travel time. Yes, I know it's hard to do in the mornings when you're rushing around to get out. Temperatures are in the upper 30s, Walla Walla and Pendleton, 39 now in the Tri-Cities, 42 in Prosser, and 41 degrees in Yakima. So in the Tri-Cities, cloudy this morning, and then we may see some breaks in the clouds this afternoon. Highs around 54. That's a few degrees higher than yesterday. Can't rule out a spotty shower this morning, but most of the day will feature dry weather. Same story in Yakima. A lot of clouds this morning, 38, rising to around 50 degrees with a few peaks of sunshine later on. Walla Walla, we have fog this morning through the middle of the day, and we can't rule out a couple of showers lingering into the afternoon with highs around 49. We'll let you know when we'll get into the upper 50s for highs coming up a little bit later on in the show. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And Republican candidate for president Nikki Haley says she's staying in the race despite former President Trump showing a massive lead in the polls for the South Carolina primary. Trump is putting the pressure on Haley, questioning why she's still running. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington.
With just days to go until the Republican primary in South Carolina, Nikki Haley says she is staying in the race.
We defeated a dozen of the fellas. I just have one more fella I've got to catch up to.
Haley faces a steep climb to catch up to former President Trump. The latest polling from 538 shows Trump with a 30 percentage point lead over Haley in South Carolina, her home state. Trump on Fox last night.
You're not supposed to lose your home state. Shouldn't happen anyway.
Why do you think she's staying in the race?
I don't think she knows how to get out.
Trump splitting his time between the campaign trail and the courtroom. Last week in New York, a judge ordered Trump to pay $355 million in penalties in his civil fraud trial. New York Attorney General Letitia James exclusively telling ABC's Aaron Katersky if Trump does not pay up, they could take his property.
If he does not have funds to pay off the judgment, then we will seek, judgment enforcement mechanisms in court, and we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
Last night, Trump again comparing his legal situation to Putin critic Alexei Navalny, who died days ago.
It is a form of Navalny. It is a form of communism or fascism.
Navalny's family says he was murdered and accuses the Kremlin of covering it up. As President Biden promises new financial penalties on Russia in response to Navalny's death, he's fundraising in California. Biden's campaign announcing as of last month He's raised $130 million for his reelection. That's a record for any Democratic candidate at this point in the cycle.
Last night in California, Biden continues to slam the Republican Party, saying, quote, "They're a party of chaos and disunity. They have no platform." Also, lawyers for Hunter Biden are accusing special counsel David Weiss of relying on a now debunked bribery allegation from an FBI informant to derail a plea deal that Biden agreed to last year. Biden's lawyers asked a judge yesterday to force Weiss's team to turn over additional information about the plea deal that fell apart. And the lawyers want prosecutors to provide any materials about their discussions centered around a tip from former FBI informant Alexander Smirnov. Weiss indicted Biden last year for illegally buying a gun while addicted to drugs, and that was Hunter Biden. And Weiss also charged him with tax evasion after he failed to pay taxes that he owed from 2016 to 2019.
Well, and that lie told by Mr. Smirnov has been the foundation of the entire impeachment investigation for more than a year, and they've continued to defend it right up until last week when Smirnov was indicted for lying to the FBI and filing false statements, creating a false documentary record. This revelation is really explosive because it really ties the whole thing together.
Meanwhile, Smirnov appeared in a federal courtroom in Nevada yesterday. He was arrested last week and charged with lying to the FBI about the Biden's alleged business dealings in Ukraine. House Republicans have championed Smirnov's false bribery claims against the Bidens and used his tips to fuel their impeachment inquiry into the president. More than $2 million in legal bills, that's what Donald Trump's leadership PAC paid out last month. The Political Action Committee, Save America, paid the largest amount of nearly $600,000 to the law firm of John Lauro. Lauro is representing the former president in the federal election subversion case brought by special counsel Jack Smith. Last year alone, Save America spent more than $55 million on legal bills, and that accounts for nearly 85% of its spending. Trump's political operation directs 10% of the money raised online from his political supporters to Save America. Trump racked up an additional $1.9 million in unpaid legal bills at the end of January, according to a filing last night with federal regulators. And Trump is facing 91 criminal indictments across 4 jurisdictions. Right now, he owes hundreds of millions of dollars in legal penalties stemming from a pair of judgments in civil cases, but he does plan to appeal. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Federal Reserve did not raise or lower interest rates at their first meeting of 2024. And if mortgage rates don't decrease, the cost of buying a home will likely remain high. We'll look at the current trends in the real estate market and hear from the experts on how to buy a home amid this economic uncertainty. And looking outside, temperature is still 39 degrees. That sunrise is at 6:50 this morning. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your first alert full forecast. That is coming up shortly.
I want to make everything right.
I'd stay, but this sounds like it's going to be awful.
After all these years.
I finally got the mother I've always wanted today.
Until she skipped out. Mom! The Connors, new tonight on ABC.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the 2024 Kia Forte LXS at Overturf Kia and make a bold impression when you ride in style. Now, just $19,999. Plus, get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck? Our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The table is set for Walla Walla's culinary celebration this February. Walla Walla Restaurant Month returns to spotlight the Valley's culinary stars. For 2024, the focus is on the bounty of the area's fine dining with 9 local restaurants. Each restaurant is offering 3-course meals for only $42 all month long. Visit our website here for more information to reserve your dining experience. Come savor the flavors from some of your favorite places or discover a new one during Walla Walla's Restaurant Month.
Think about the best night's sleep you've ever had. At Tempur-Pedic, we're dedicated to helping you sleep like that. With breakthrough solutions that help relieve pressure, aches and pains, keep you cool if you sleep hot, and even automatically detect and respond to snoring, so you get the deep, comfortable, undisturbed rest you deserve. Save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets during our President's Day event at Meredith Furniture.
Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be here to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey, because it's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In Money News, it's been a wild ride the past few years, particularly when it comes to the economy. And there's uncertainty about the Federal Reserve's next moves now that it paused interest rate hikes and signaled cuts this year. For those looking to buy a home where lower rates can translate into big savings, the process can be daunting. So what should you do? ABC's Elizabeth Scholes offers advice on how to navigate the real estate market.
Not since the 1980s to early 2000s have interest rates been this high.
What we are seeing in the housing market is right now we are living through a record housing affordability shock.
According to Freddie Mac, the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage is now more than 6.5%, a sharp increase compared to more than 3.6% 2 years ago. Experts say higher interest rates and low supply are complicating home buying efforts.
If you look at national listings across the U.S., we have 40% fewer listings today than we had in 2019. So if you're trying to shop for a home, don't think that you're going to be flush with options.
Deciding whether to buy a home depends on your situation.
I think the best thing to do for most people is to be patient because rates are likely to come down. People's incomes are likely to improve. The economy is strong and creating lots of jobs, and wage growth is solid. And I do think sellers are going to become more willing to deal.
But if you can't afford the house you want, trying to time the market might not be worth it.
Home prices could go up if you wait, because if interest rates come down, that could maybe encourage more people to come into the market. So it really needs to come down to, why are you buying? Are you buying because you need stability, because you need a good school district? Well, then maybe you want to buy now if you find a house that you like and refinance later.
When you're ready to buy, economists say it's ideal to have a good credit score. The higher it is, the lower your mortgage rate. Also, shop around for different loan officers.
Mortgage rates vary wildly depending on the loan officer that you use. So just because you've talked to one loan officer and they've given you a certain quote, make sure you do your research.
Consider adjustable rate mortgages and think about buying a new home as opposed to an existing one.
New homes are more available. Builders are building, and they are effectively cutting price through, interest rate buy downs and other forms of incentive.
And Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the central bank is on track to cut interest rates 3 times this year, a move economists expect could begin as early as May. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, do you have that one television show that you always go back to? When we come back, we'll hear from a psychologist who explains why many people have comfort shows. And looking outside, temperature is still 39 degrees, still dark and early. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. We will be right back.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured.
you can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Think warm thoughts. Just think warm thoughts. Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Backyard bonfires and summer cookouts. Road trips for sun-soaked vacations. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be there to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey and keep it running at its best no matter the temperature. Because it's more than a vehicle. It's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new Forester for only $349 a month from McCurley Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're tracking a few very light showers out there. Not a lot going on this Wednesday morning, but a few showers did move through Connell. Those are now pushing to the north and east of Connell, and a couple of spotty showers surrounding the Hanford area. But the rest of us starting off dry, and it's foggy along the foothills of the Blues. We're still looking at pretty good visibility in the Tri-Cities. This is Pasco out of our Dust Devil Sky Cam. We're going to be on alert to see if we can see some fog develop over the next hour or two, but I think chances of that happening are on the lower side. Where we are seeing the fog, that's in Walla Walla, Dayton, and Pendleton. Dense fog advisory in effect for these locations until 11 o'clock this morning, and that's where visibility has been below a quarter of a mile. That number in Walla Walla has just jumped up to 2, but I bet there are still plenty areas in Walla Walla that have visibility that's even lower than that. Pendleton below a quarter of a mile, and I want to show you, here's proof that we do have fog out there in Walla Walla. This is the Washdock cam of the Walla Walla Airport looking off to the south and west. So visibility greatly reduced in these areas, so allow for some extra travel time in Walla Walla and Pendleton. Temperatures are in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees, 38 Walla Walla, 39 in the Tri-Cities, 42 in Prosser and Yakima, checking in at 40 degrees this morning. Satellite and radar showing shower activity ongoing along the west coast, just a little bit of spotty showers to the north of the Tri-Cities at this hour, but the rain really winding down today and really winding down across California as well. Those areas have gotten inundated over the past couple of days. So here's what our futurecast shows us going into the future here. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two, but I think many of us end up staying dry today. The exception will be Heppner up into Pendleton, Walla Walla. That's where we will see more scattered activity on and off throughout the day. The rest of us, I do think we will see some breaks in the clouds later on with highs in the middle 50s for the Tri-Cities. So a touch warmer compared to yesterday. 51 in Toppenish, 51 in Hermiston, and 50 degrees in Yakima. Tonight will go partly cloudy, so we will see breaks in the clouds, and that may allow another round of patchy fog to develop by tomorrow morning, especially in areas that see rain today. So I think we'll likely have more dense fog in the foothills of the Blues tomorrow morning as temperatures drop into the mid to upper 30s. It may be a little bit colder out in the Yakima Valley with temperatures getting close to 32 degrees. Tomorrow, things are quiet. Look at all the breaks in the clouds. We will see more sunshine on your Thursday, and temperatures will be going up a degree or two for many of us. We'll go 54 again in the Tri-Cities, in the 50s along the foothills of the Blues, lower 50s in the Yakima Valley. So your 7-day forecast showing that we just have a slight chance for a spotty shower. I think you could still leave that rain gear at home today if you live in the Tri-Cities or Yakima. Middle 50s, Thursday, Friday. Look at Saturday, 57 in the Tri-Cities. Now Sunday will be a windy day, and the chance for rain and snow showers going up Sunday night and especially into early next week. That's when the pattern gets a little bit more unsettled. For Walla Walla and Hermiston, scattered light rain activity today, then we're dry tomorrow. Temperatures slowly rising into the mid to upper 50s by the weekend, and Sunday is looking windy with the rain, snow shower chances going up Sunday night into Monday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In entertainment news now, do you have a favorite TV show that you tend to watch over and over again? You could probably name all the characters and quote some of their lines even. Well, many of us do, and here's why.
Often with comfort shows, they're people that we can resonate with. They're stories that we can resonate with, or they're stories we wish we could resonate with. They kind of give us a break from the normal things that are going on in life right now.
Dr. Chavana Childs is a psychologist for Cleveland Clinic. She says there are all kinds of reasons that people enjoy comfort shows. For example, someone with anxiety may like rewatching the same show because they already know what's going to happen in the end. Or maybe there's a show that makes a person feel nostalgic or happy. And while there's nothing wrong with a comfort show, Dr. Childs says it's important to make sure it's used as a positive distraction.
If you find that the comfort show is not providing comfort, if it's bringing you down, or if you're more living in the comfort show than you are in reality, then it might be time to reach out to a trusted friend or reach out to a therapist to talk about what's really bothering you.
Comfort shows are not always comedies either. They come in all different genres, even true crime documentaries. However, Dr. Childs says to be mindful of how often you watch those, since they could wind up making you feel paranoid or hypervigilant. If that happens, be sure to take a break. And I know my comfort movies are all the Harry Potter movies. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, whoever said that playing games would never get you anywhere? Because 2 Colorado teens have become the first students on the way to college on a cornhole scholarship.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222. When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss out on impressive President's Day savings.
Let's roll.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in Mac cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Stop in for our Founders Celebration Sale and save up to $150 on select sets of Ford tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be here to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey, because it's your way home and out of the cold.
Drive into the new year in a 2024 Mazda CX-30 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark weekdays at 9.
Welcome back. Here's your close to home forecast. We do have dense fog developing once again along the foothills of the Blues. That is where visibility has been reduced all morning long. Today, we will see some breaks in the clouds later on. Yakima, 50 degrees, 51 in Toppenish, 51 Sunnyside, 51 in Prosser today, 51 in Hermiston. Hanford should top out around 53, 54 in the Tri-Cities with some breaks in the clouds late in the day. Walla Walla, Dayton, Milton, Freewater, and over toward Pendleton. That's where you will have that chance for some scattered light rain showers. That'll keep temperatures down to 49 in Walla Walla, 53 in Dayton, and we'll go 54 degrees in Pendleton. We'll take another look at your 7-day forecast coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And it's a game you may have played at a bar or with friends on a nice sunny day. We're talking about cornhole. So 2 teens from Colorado have become the first to receive an athletic scholarship to play the lawn game at college. Olivia Young spoke to the teens who say they're excited about the opportunity.
Jackson Remick and Gavin Hammond never thought they'd be making cornhole history.
Definitely not. We were shocked that we even got this opportunity to take something that we were doing as like a side hobby and something for fun as like a sport that we play in college. Yeah.
The pair met while playing in a local bar and restaurant's cornhole tournament.
We became friends because of cornhole.
They soon discovered a passion for the game and a skill for playing together.
It's just very straightforward, but there's also a lot to it, a lot of stuff mentally. There's a lot of strategy. Get a comfortable grip, and then I throw and do a little flick.
Remick and Hammond won back-to-back National High School Cornhole Championships, along with 2 other Thunder Ridge students.
We've kind of like made a name for ourselves.
It got them noticed by South Carolina's Winthrop University, which flew them out to play a game and make them an offer they couldn't refuse. 2 first-of-their-kind scholarships to play on the university's newly created cornhole team.
We just kind of fell in love with it from there, and we were both excited to take this opportunity.